were either reincarcerated or were in some way, recidivist.
Okay, now we're getting another testimony here, Mr. MacDougald, for the program. Now, it costs a lot of money, but as Judge Kelley says, the money is small compared to the results.
Yeah.
Why then can't you get this funded on a continuous basis?
I think there is a discovery about human behavior that has to be recognized by the academic community. Basically, it's not much help. The human mind, unlike the minds of all other species, uses speech units at the unconscious level to regulate, deliver, and control behavior, generally speaking, social behavior and social perceptions. If that speech is rough, the personality is rough. If that speech is confused and contradictory, the personality is confused and contradictory in social situations. Usually winds up in the mental health thing. This is the interface that Dr. Stubbs was talking about. If that unconscious used speech is fearful, the personality is fearful. This is why verbal testing can identify character. Now, this has to become known in the academic community. It doesn't seem to be known. I've not seen them mention it in any of their books yet. Now, this sets up a fact which you can test, a data point. The governor has requested the Advisory Council to generate a database to follow an offender from first to last contact with the criminal justice system, and provided us with some funds to purchase a computer to put that data on. And we are working a way to generate the kind of data that the scientific community can use. And I certainly hope we can do it in this current program.
Did you bring a chart reflecting any of that?
Well, the chart relates to what Mr. Smith found in Albany. If you put that chart on, he found an astonishing breadth of constructive benefits with these people who had studied the character education. For instance, I think he had an experience with it in his personal life on Unit of 1. But this chart will show a rather amazing reversal of Dougherty County's crime rates, the one on the left. Notice it was going straight up. Our politics was poor in the years of 73 to 75. And Dougherty County's crime climbed from 3,200 to 5,100, and the jail got overcrowded. And Judge Kelley wanted his jail population reduced regardless of politics, so I went down there and put some crime preventative probation measures into effect. And as you see, there's a dramatic drop. Now, notice the drop in the marriage-divorce ratio. Down there, instead of divorces increasing and marriage reducing, as is in the nation, in Dougherty County, there are more marriages and less divorces, year after year after year. And the breadth of impact, of constructive impact, of straightening out those four things, clean mind, sound social speech, and proper use of will, is really the basis of family living. A nation will not get along without families, but families will get along without a nation. I believe Will Durant pointed that out.
Listen, well, who funds it now? Is it funded by the government?
Nobody.
The state? I mean, but who should and who has funded it before? Is it a governmental agency, or is it private funds, or what?
Probation in this state is run by the prison system, and I think this is where the disinterest in crime prevention has come. The judiciary is very interested in crime prevention. You've got three things you've got to have. You've got to have the character education, you've got to have the diagnostics on a computer, and then you've got to have management. And when the tools are available and you don't use them, that's management. The management in the area is poor.
Mr. Schmidt, you've seen an improvement in the community because of the good effects of this program, have you?
Yes, ma'am.
You recommend it for other communities?
Yes, ma'am. Anybody that can get a hold of it. there's not only an improvement within the criminal part of the community, but so much an improvement in just the everyday citizen that lives there, and also the police officers.
All right. Let me say one more thing to John. John Doe, you've helped discuss for us the good effects of this EMI program, the character building. What would you say now is the greatest thing about the program, other than your testimony, for the people who would perhaps find themselves a little weak after coming out in society?
That's the beautiful thing about this program, is that it's a snowball effect, but it's never a letting go effect. If I have a problem, and I realize I have a problem, which is what this program does teach you, is to identify when you do have one, I know where I can get the help. And many men that I have helped over the years contact me occasionally when they start slipping off the ladder.
Thank you very much. We appreciate what you've come tonight and said to us, and wish you so much luck in your work. Thank you, gentlemen, and all our other guests for doing such a good job in bringing the story to us, and it's up to us now to make our communities better through these programs. Thank you, and this is Ernona Clayton saying good night.
This has been a public affairs presentation of WTBS. The views and opinions expressed on this program are not necessarily those of the ownership or management of WTBS, a division of Turner Broadcasting System.
If you know of anyone disabled,